before we get too harsh with the people of Judah who are inches away from being carried off into captivity because of their eagerness for wickedness and their rejection of God's covenant, maybe we should pause, and instead of pointing our fingers at them and saying, look how wicked and vile and evil they were, that we open God's heart here in Proverbs chapter 6 and understand the things that He hates. The cultural caricature that we tend to paint of Jesus is one that doesn't apply, that this word doesn't apply to His character, that the Lord hates things. And we need to be careful when we present God in that way, that God doesn't hate. I think just right off the bat from here in Proverbs 6, I would say you've created a God in your image, not in the way He's revealed Himself. If we have a holy God, if we have a just God who punishes wickedness, that is a God who is capable of hatred in a way that is righteous. God hates wickedness because His main attribute is that He is holy. We have a couple of other Proverbs and Psalms just to run through them real quick for us. Here in Psalm 5:5 it says, God hates workers of iniquity. Psalm 11:5, God hates the wicked. Proverbs 15:8, God hates the sacrifices of the wicked. Proverbs 15:26, God hates the way of the wicked. Proverbs 15:26, God hates the thoughts of the wicked. The most common sin that we see in the character of having a God who does not hate, which I think is bad enough anyway, because if you have a God who does not hate wickedness, you have a God who is not holy. We see this empathetic caricature that has no concept of biblical love. This empathetic caricature that is soft when it comes to the things that are counter to God's nature. Primarily, there's a whole lot of sinful empathy when it comes to our sins before a holy God. I'm no murderer. I can get away with having a haughty tongue or a lying tongue, haughty eyes. I can get away with sowing discord. I'm not one of those people. It may be easier to say, well, God hates those sins over there. But if you notice in the Proverbs and the Psalms that I brought up, it doesn't specify sins outside of God hates those wicked and the wickedness that spawns from their heart. We are by nature children of wrath. And even when we come to Christ, that old nature remains and clings to us.